Hello, can you hear me? Hello,
Hi.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you please read this text for me? Can you please read this text?
Yeah. Let me. Hello. Hello, Tolly. Here is my job description for the designer's job. I hope it helps you in the interview with Nicole. 1 or 2 years experience in the production of brochures and public material to 6-month contract. Good spoken Italian if possible. Willing to travel. Family with design program. A top in design and quite expressed. Likes working in small team. Isabel.
Okay, and can you please tell me about the description where you work in your company? Can you tell me something about yourself, about where do you work? What do you need, for example, for working in your company? Can you try
Yeah.
to do that?
On of on a position in my department is likely that job in the letter that is designer. If somebody want to take part in our department as a designer, they have to at least one experience years in designing brochures and publicity material. Um, they can speak Chinese or English because we have a lot of customers in use that language, and willing to go to everywhere in the country every time because our company working in seat in structure, so we have a lot of branch over the country. Yeah, and they have to skills in Adobe this in the design or plus express, and they have to patient because
to be patient.
um,
They have to be patient.
They have to be patient because it takes a lot of time sitting alone.
Alone. Okay, a lot of time to sit alone. Okay, so, and why do you need a lot of time to sit alone? Why is this important for?
Because if they don't want to sit alone, they cannot. They want to be so active. I think that it's not. It's very difficult for them to decide something because it takes time and a lot of I think concentration and creative.
Creative, to be creative. Okay, now, and we have here working in a small team or bigger team. What do you prefer, to work in a small team or a bigger team? What do you prefer? What is something that you like more?
I I like working in a small team.
Okay, and why did you
uh,
choose a small team?
because I'm introvert, so I'm afraid of in talking with a lot of people at the same time.
Okay, and what is benefit when you work in a small team? Okay, and what is something benefit means good? What is something that is good when you work, for example, in a small team? What can be
In
good? Mm-hmm.
uh, if working in small team, I can understand. I can know them well, and it's easy for me to understand what they want and how to contact with them, how to work with them.
Mm-hmm. And what is better when you work in a big team? Okay, when you have a lot of people, when you work with.
People, if people can work in a big team, have a lot of chance for them to be a leader because they can maybe when we are familiar in working in a big team. I think we will have a lot of skill to control a lot of people, so it's easy for them to be a leader.
It is easy to be a leader. Okay, and how about you? Do you prefer to be a leader? Okay, do you like to be a leader in some team? So what do you think? What is better, to be a leader or be just an employee? So what do you think, in your opinion? What is much better for? What do you think? What can be better for yourself, to work in a team or to work? What do you prefer?
Uh, I I like work in a team, but independent. I don't want to be a leader and don't want to be independent on someone.
Okay, and why? Can you please tell me why?
Uh, I maybe I am quite strong character, so it's difficult for me to follow someone. But I don't want to lead to be a leader because I lost a lot of energies for it.
A lot of energy for it. Okay, very nice. Now let's see, and we have here, this is working, okay, in a team. Now let's see, okay, we have here this, just one moment. Okay, can you please, okay, read this text? Okay, we will go back, but
Yeah.
first, can you please read this text for me?
Yeah. We are looking for a new secretary. The person should have 3 years experience. We are looking for a new secretary who should have 3 years experience. We want to employ a what?
Okay.
A sale. We want to employ a salesperson who must speak Italian. Then is the account manager. She looks after 3 big contracts. Then Jen is the account manager who looks after 3 big contracts.
Mhm. Okay, so what qualities do people need to have if they want to work as a secretary? Okay, so in your opinion, what is something that they need to have if they work as a secretary?
Secretary, I think someone working in as a secretary, they have to help their boss to organize the work. Um, and I think they may be good in organization, and the second, they are very active because um, they have to have their boss to give some decision when when they meet a customer um, or um, employees in the company. As a employee in the company, they have to make a document for their boss, so they have to put as Excel, words, and other skill, computer skill.
Other computer skills. Okay, so they need to have computer skills. And what computer skills, for example, people need if they want to do your job? Okay, so what computer skills do they need to have if they want to do your job? Okay, can you please?
My jobs need Excel skill and design, symbol design, because we have to do a lot of assignment and a lot of reports by through PowerPoint. So we have to make it nice and clearly.
Do nice and clearly. Okay, very nice. Now let's take a look here. Okay, so we have here this expressions. Isabel works for advertising agency. Okay, so can you please tell me, okay, what qualities people need to have if they want to work in advertisement agency? So what qualities do they need to have if they want to work in advertisement agency? Can you please tell me what is something that people need? What qualities?
I think, yeah, I think they have to they have to they have a quality of advertisement in a lot of social network, for example, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and so on. Yes, and sometimes they have to know how to decide how to decide browser and other advertisements document.
Advertisement documents. Okay, and now we have here this text. Can you please read this text for us?
Isabel works for an advertising agency supporting. She is preparing an offer for Italy tours. They organize holidays in Italy and want to do some promotion. In the UK, Isabel is speaking to her manager, Tony, listen to their conversation and answer the questions.
Okay, listen. Okay, now I want to ask you about your job. Can you please tell me something about your job? If you want to do your job, okay, where is the best? Okay, which country, for example, in which other country you can do your job? In what other country you can do your job?
I think every country have a lot of jobs in marketing sector. So I think if my English is better, I can do in any countries.
In any country. Okay. And where would you like to work? Okay, so imagine that you can work somewhere. Where would you like to work?
I want to work in maybe in New Zealand.
New Zealand. Okay. And why did you choose New Zealand? Okay, so why?
Because I like the weather. It's cool and uh, um, the sky is often green and sunshine. I think the landscape is so beautiful and
Okay.
people are friendly.
Okay. So they are funny. Okay, very nice. Now, and we have here. Okay, can you please read the question number 1 and give me your answer? Can you please read the question number 1 and give me your answer, please?
Did Isabel have a good weekend?
So what do you think? Did Isabel have a good weekend? What do you think?
I no, she did. I guess because she was very busy.
Okay. And number 2. Okay, can you please read number 2?
Is the Italian tours contract important?
So what do you think? Is this important?
Yes, yes, it is. Because they they organize a holiday in Italy and want to do some promotion in the UK.
Okay, so they want to do some promotion. And why Isabel is worried? Okay, can you please tell me why?
The I think um I think that she worry about uh, working too much.
Okay. Okay, and are you worried when you work too much? Can you please tell me, are you worried when you work too much?
Yes, sometimes when I have to work a lot, when I have a lot of work and I have not enough time for my children, so uh, uh, I think that I'm worried about it.
Okay, and can you please tell me, okay, when do you feel relaxed? When do you
Um,
feel relaxed?
I weekend when I have some free time with my children.
Okay, on the weekend. Okay, and what do you like to do on the weekend? What is something that, for example, with your family you like?
Sometimes I want to sleep late, and that's I I went to supermarket with my children to buy food and books and so on. And sometimes we go to watch new movies in the cinema. I think what I do is not important for me. The most important for me is that I have time to live and play with my children.
Okay, and now question number 4. Can you please read question number 4?
when will she see her boss? I think that she will see her boss in Italy.
Okay. And now, are you worried? I want to ask you, are you worried, for example, when you need to meet your boss? Do you feel worried when you need to meet your boss?
Uh, when I need to meet my boss, if I have not to do my work well, so I will be trouble with that. So I don't want to miss them, and I think that it's not good. But sometimes when my job is better, I can do it well. I think that I'm ready to meet my boss.
Okay, very nice. And when do you feel worried in your home? When do you feel worried in your home?
In my home, you may know that Hanoi is now very hot, so um, we lost electricity.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think maybe it's not enough electricity for all of people in my country, so they turn out somewhere. Um, then, for example, today my home lost it. So it's very hot and I couldn't do anything.
Okay, so you cannot do anything. Okay, now we have here this. Okay, can you please read this part of the text?
Uh, it is now Friday. Tony and Isabel have their meeting. Complete the sentences with the words below. Then listen and check answer.
Okay, now let's see. Okay, so we have here this text. Okay, so we need to fill these blanks. Okay, can you fill these blanks? You need to use some of these words from this
Yeah.
box here. Okay, can you please read this text?
Congratulations about the Italian tour's contract. That's great news. Thank you. But we need to um we need to work
Oh, recruit.
recruit. Yeah. We need to recruit some more people and quickly. What what um what uh what see
What stuff
what stuff? Yeah.
do
What
you
stuff
think?
do you think you need?
So what stuff do you think you need? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Now let's try in your company. Do you need to recruit more people in your company? For example, if you want to recruit, do you need to recruit more people in your company? Can you please tell me?
Um, when we have to recruit employee for my company, we make some advertisements on our website and some other paper.
Okay.
And we receive their profile and read it and choose someone of that's suitable for our need. Then we organize a meeting with them and make make conversation.
Make
Ask Yeah.
And how often do you recruit new people? How often do you do that? How
Every
often?
month. Every month.
Every month. Okay. And why? Why do you recruit every month?
Because a lot of people left our companies every month, so we have to reduce for compensate that number.
Okay, very nice. Now let's take a look. Okay, now we have here this conversation hint writing. Okay, now can you please read this text?
You have a lot of work and at the moment, and you need to employ a new person to work with you. Companies following hotels notes, and then write a source email to the manager describing the person you need and why you need them.
Okay, so how would you write an email? Okay, so how would you write an email to a person, to some person, for example, uh, for a new person? So what is something that you would say, for example, to a new person? Okay, how would you write your email? What would you say in your email?
I have to write an email for a new person.
Yes, and what would you say in your email? Can you please tell me? What would you say?
Yeah. Um, Dear sir and madam, we need a position for sales manager
Mm-hmm.
um, with some condition that first is under 40
Mm-hmm.
experience, at least 2 years in business sector in other company, language uh, con is advantage is advantage if you speak English fluently.
Mm-hmm.
Type of contract um, after 3 months contracts you can have a longer contract.
Mm-hmm. Longer contract. Okay, very nice. And can you please tell me for how long do you sign your contracts? So for how long? Yes, do you sign contracts for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or how long?
Uh, first for a new employee, we have to sign 3 months contract. After 3 months, if they can meet our demand and they want to sign continue with my company, we can sign a 1 year's contract.
Mm-hmm.
After the 1 year's contract, we can make a 3 years contract. After 3 year contract, we miss unlimited contract.
Unlimited contract. Okay, very nice. Okay, and for example, you work only in Vietnam? Your job is only connected to Vietnam, or do you work from some other countries? Can you please tell me? Do you work for
Uh,
some
at
are?
present,
Okay, and why? Can you please tell me why?
um, pardon, can you
Why? Okay,
why?
okay. So, are you working in some other countries? Okay, is your job related to some other countries, or just only for Vietnam?
My job is related to farmers, Vietnamese farmer.
Okay, and how about working in other countries? Hmm?
It's difficult for me to answer the question because I have never worked in abroad.
Okay.
At
Yeah.
abroad.
Okay, so this is something that is okay. Yes. Okay. Now we have here. Okay, and what languages? Okay, for example, if I want to work in your position, what languages do I need to speak? What are some languages that we need to speak?
English is popular.
Yes. So what languages do you need? Do I need, for example, if I want to work in your position, what languages do I need to speak?
I think maybe Vietnamese.
Okay. How about English? Do you need to speak English?
Sometimes, yes, when if we have a customer for foreigner customer.
Okay, foreigner customer. Okay, very nice. Now, let's take a look. Okay, now we have here this script. Okay, now the next one is how to talk about project stages. We have a different project stages. Okay, so how many project stages, for example, do you have in your company? Can you please tell me how many project stages, okay, do you have in your company?
How many projects?
Stages do you have in your company? Can you please tell me?
We have a lot of projects uh, for um, we often have some projects with some foreign organization because they want to find a company have a good system for prevent climate change.
Climate change.
So, so we have a lot of projects about that.
Okay, so you have a lot of projects on that. Okay, very nice. Now let's take a look. Okay, and what is the most important project stage in your company?
The most important.
Yes. What stage in your company is the most important? What stage, for example, what is something that is the most important in your company when you want to do? What is something that is the most important to do
Uh,
in your company?
I think so. My company it's important for my community to serve to align that is profit.
Mm-hmm.
So we what any works we do towards about that.
Okay, very nice. Okay, and now we have here a magazine. Okay, think about popular product. Okay, so what products do you have in your company? What is something that you sell in your company?
So we yes we have some ways to sell our products. So first, we can sell for the distributor channel. Then they can sell for farmers.
Okay.
The
Uh,
second, we we can sell by on online channel.
Online channel. And what do you think? Which one is the most effective way to sell something? Okay, so which way? What is the most effective way when you want to sell something?
I
Okay,
think
so
the most important for selling something is that the quality of it.
okay, so yes, okay, the quality. But what is the most effective way? Do you think the most effective way is when you sell through the internet? Do you think the most effective way, for example, is to sell to markets? So what
Uh,
is the best way when you want to sell
uh,
something?
for for our industries, um, it is in agriculture. So we have to make some model farm,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
then we invite the farmer to visit them.
To visit them. Okay. Yes. Okay. Very nice. Now let's take a look. Let's continue here. Okay. So we have think about popular products. Okay. What is the most popular product right now in Vietnam? What is this? A chocolate? Is it coffee? Soft drink? What is the most, let's say, product that is the most?
I think coffee shop is popular in Vietnam
Okay. And why do you think so? Why?
because Vietnamese like drinking coffee.
Okay. And you, do you like to drink coffee?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
It
And
make
what? Mhm.
it make it help me it help me awake and
Stay
I
awake.
feel
Stay
yes
awake.
stay awake and it helped me to concentrate on my work. Sometimes for entertainment, or sometimes it's my habit.
It's your habit. Okay, so sometimes it's your habit. Okay, and is it coffee expensive? Okay, can you please tell me, is it expensive?
A long time ago, so it was quite expensive and for higher class, but now it's quite normal and everyone can buy it.
Everyone can buy it. Okay, very nice. And how is advertised? Okay, adver do you have for this coffee that you mentioned? Do you have, for example, commercial? What do you have? Can you please tell me? What is something that we have? Do you have commercial about advertisement? Do you have on the radio, on newspapers, on magazines?
Um, I think radio is better because nowadays not many people read magazine.
Okay. And do you how often do you drink coffee? Do you drink every day? How often do you usually drink coffee?
Uh, yes, I have a cup of coffee every day. Sometime I have two coffee for a day if my friends invite me.
If your friends invite you, okay, so you have two cups of coffee. Okay, very nice. Now let's take a look. Okay, and what other products? Okay, so you mentioned coffee. What other products are, for example, popular in your country? You mentioned coffee. How about other projects? Products. What other products, for example, can be popular in your country?
Uh, After coffee, I think tea.
Okay. Why did you choose tea? Okay.
Because younger nowadays like milk tea.
Milk tea. Okay. And how about chocolate? Okay. What is something that your children like?
My children,
Yes. Okay. What products do they like? Can you please tell me?
you asked me about milk tea.
No. About products. I'm asking you about products. What products they like to use? Do they like to drink coffee? Do they like to drink milk tea? Do they like to eat chocolate? What is something that they like?
Yeah, I like coffee,
Okay.
tea or others.
Okay, so they like coffee like others. Okay, very nice. Now so we will stop here because I have another class in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. So now I wish you a good night and
Yeah.
uh, and hope to see you soon. Okay.
Yeah. See you
Okay.
soon.
Bye
Okay. Bye
bye.
bye.